Now take a look around, this is what they call greatness. Yeah, now start it up. Push it to the limit, I can never get enough. Yeah, now start it up. If you wanna see the future, then take a look at us. Yeah, now start it up. Push it to the limit, I can never get enough. Yeah, now start it up. If you want to see the future, then take a look at us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Chick-fil-A Bixby. The Spartans with a much hyped, much anticipated game with the Stillwater Pioneers, Lauren Montgomery. And you guys took care of business at home, and obviously it was a game that you guys have had quite a few matchups with them. You had the matchups last year that didn't happen. There was a lot of build-up for this.
Yeah, you know, we go back, a lot of years. Used to play them when we first got here in Bixby back in 10 and 11. And then go back to 2017, we faced them in the playoffs, first round here, kind of when they started doing some of the defensive things that you see them doing, the unorthodox things, and then push that to the 2018 state championship game, and then the 2019 state championship game, which I think Mike Brown with Tulsa World said that's the best championship game at any level that he's seen. And so Mike or Bill Hastings, I don't remember, but yeah, there's a lot of history with these two programs playing, and a lot of respect for each program, you know, with other staffs.
Well, they do some unique things. The Stillwater Pioneers do defensively. You have to have some good looks. And that'll take us to our practice players of the week.
Just absolutely thrilled. We have a couple of seniors this week that were practice players of the week. Aiden Hill, he's a senior, plays nearly every special team, does an excellent job, and then every day in practice runs scout team tailback. And so scout team tailback is not the job that a lot of guys want to go out and do with our defense, and Aiden does it and does an excellent job. And then also Karsten Rice. Karsten Rice is a kid that's grown up in our program, is an excellent player, gives us an excellent look. Last week wasn't feeling 100% during the week. Had got a little stomach bug, and then just continued to grind, continue to work each day in practice. So really proud of those guys and the work they put in to help us get ready for Friday night.
All right, BTC Broadband brings us our practice players of the week. Stillwater Pioneers and the Bixby Spartans. We'll have the highlights coming up next. Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Baker Pools. All your pool needs are at bakerpoolsok.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. American Waste. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Now in Orthodontics. Powered by Smile Doctors. Oklahoma Promo. Products that inspire. Roush Coleman Homes. Improving quality of life one home at a time. And by Launch Car Wash.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nowens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Bixby welcoming in the Stillwater Pioneers. Pioneers, number 2 in the state, and You guys at number 1, this is the game everybody wanted to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first half highlights.
Absolutely. What a great crowd at Lee Snyder Field for this one. You see our captains going out for the coin toss, and we won the coin toss, elected to defer, played a little defense. Defense got us a 3 and out, and then you'll see Christian Burke dropping back here, throwing the deep ball to Preston Solomon. Preston Solomon, just excellent speed, does a good job of catching the over-the-shoulder fade, and gets us good field position right there. And with the play-action pass, we completed to Luke Has over the middle. Number 5, Luke made some really good grabs on Friday night. Then we threw an interception and gave Stillwater some excellent field position right here, and then our defense is able to hold them on a goal line stand that's just amazing right here. You'll see Kai Roller in on that tackle. I think Jack Puckett comes through right here, has a huge tackle for a loss, and then finally right here on 4th down, you'll see us just being super physical, and you'll see Bo Bertelli and a lot of guys, Chandler Rogers and Jack Puckett, a lot of guys in on that goal line stand. So I think it's kind of the turning point in the game right here. They got us pinned down on the 1, and you'll see Connor Kirby out of our dozer package. See him come in and do a really good job. Christian right here on 3rd down out of our own end zone. Miles Hill just came up with a tremendous play. I think he had 3 sacks on defense, and then just that wonderful catch right there. Fake the speed sweep to Braylon, and then Connor Kirby does a good job running the quarterback counter here out over the edge. And then once again, we fake the speed sweep, and this is Dylan Has at quarterback right here with a little bit of our read package that we work on each week in practice. And then come back and we'll hand the counter play to Braylon Presley, and Braylon doing a good job getting in behind Brody Duffel and Ian Lonsdale and some of those guys. And this is a fake check with me play right here. You'll see the nose guard actually takes one on the chin when he's going over to look to get another call from the defensive coordinator, and Braylon ends up scoring on that. And then we come back with Connor here. Connor doing a good job out over that left side. You'll see sophomore Brody Duffel doing a good job, and Levi Dunsmore, senior. Cody Pascal had a good night at center, just really sorting through some unorthodox looks. Kel Fugate out on the edge blocking right there. We throw the speed screen out there and then come back. We run the counter play right there. Jack Puckett doing a good job. We get 3 pullers on that play, which is always a good thing when you can get all those guys pulling around the horn. And then Braylon right here does a good job of picking up a few extra yards, a few tough yards over the middle. Stillwater plays a 3 safety look and always has another guy to tackle you right there. Like you'll see their guys rallying up right there. And then force us right here to run a little play action, and then hand the sweep to Braylon out over the edge right there. So a good play would get us in the end zone again right there and puts our defense out on the field. You'll notice Connor Stacy right there from his linebacker position. Connor really coming on, doing some good stuff. Kai Roller getting a little bit of pressure right there, and I think Miles Hill on one of his 3 sacks ends up sacking Gage Gundy back there. And then we run the down and around play right here over the left side, and they do a good job of bottling Braylon up for about a 5-yard gain. And once again, you'll see us, we get several pullers here on this play, and Braylon gets a crease, and man, if you give him that much space out in the open field, he does what he does. He's just so quick, so explosive, so fast, and everything you'd want a Division I football player to be. You'll see our defense, Jacob Snyder being physical. You know, a lot of times people don't think corners are physical, but man, Jacob Snyder doing a good job. Brady Nesby from his nose guard position, really coming on, one of the seniors that's been in our program forever. I remember him when he was a little guy. Jacob Snyder right here on the bubble screen out over the left side, and then we hit a little play action right here, throw the screen to Braylon out over the left side, and don't pick up enough for the first down, but good positive yardage right there. And then little misdirection with the speed sweep action, and we hand the counter play up in the middle to Braylon, and then look at Kel Fugate down the field blocking, just doing an excellent job right there. Really proud of our wide receivers doing all the gooning down the field. Each week I'm thrilled to see who gets goon of the game out of those guys doing a good job. And then Connor Kirby out of the jumbo package right there ends up punching it into the end zone. So that takes us in a half with a 28-7 lead. Took us a while to get rolling, but once we did, Mark, felt like we did some really good things.
All right, the Spartans have put some distance between themselves and the Pioneers. We'll see how the second half shakes out when we come back.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nowens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Well, it was a tale of two quarters after a 7-7 tie in the first. The guys up 28-7 at the half, and it looked like things had really come loose. That second quarter, you guys kind of pushed the gas pedal.
Yeah, we did. I was proud of the guys, what they did, and I also wanted to see us come out and put the hammer down in the second half. I didn't feel like we did that in the Jinx game a couple weeks ago, and so we went in with a lead again at halftime, wanted to see us have that killer instinct. So let's go ahead and take a look at these second half highlights. As we mentioned, we won the toss and deferred, and so they're kicking off to us here, and Zach Blankenship, who recently committed to Oklahoma State to wrestle, with an excellent return right there. And then we get right back to our counter action. You'll see Bo Bertelli. I think Jack Puckett may have been in on that in our dozer package with Connor Kirby. Then right here we come back and we run the counter play once again, just picking up positive yardage. Offensive linemen are doing a great job staying on blocks, running their feet, picking up the right guys. And so proud of those guys. It's hard to ID who we're picking up, and you'll see Brady Nesby, you'll see Connor Kirby, you'll see Miles Hill all in on that sack right there. Just an excellent job. Throw the sticker out right here to Luke Has. Luke doing a good job picking up some positive yardage right there from his wide receiver position. And then right here, Big Kai Roller claps in the pocket. Stillwater does an excellent job throwing the out route, not quite enough on second down, and come back right here, run the stretch play and pick up some positive yards. But we got a lot of guys rallying around the ball. Yards are hard to come by. Miles Hill on another sack right there. You know, Miles, you don't see the combination of wide receiver, defensive end too often, so Miles doing a really good job and poses some problems for a defense. Connor Kirby there on a big positive run on short yardage, and then coming back right here doing a good job of showing his physicality and speed. It's a great combination. Levi Dunsmore right there on the trap play, and we end up throwing the RPO to Bo Bertelli down the seam on the streak route for a touchdown. Bo Bertelli really emerging as a great weapon for us on both offense and defense. Throw the wide receiver screen right here, great pursuit. Excellent job by our defense, actually brought down by Connor Kirby. Not only does he play offense, also plays some outside linebacker for us, is doing a really good job. Trying to get lots of guys in there in the ball game. Zach Blankenship on a good run right there behind the block of Bo Bertelli. Drop back right here. I thought our protection held up really well most of the night right there, and we hit Preston Solomon on the curl route. Solomon having a good night, really coming on at wide receiver. Braden Darrell getting a little bit of pressure up in there, and Big Kai Roller, his first game back, is doing a good job up in the middle, and gets a little nasty with their big center right there, who's a potential Division I player for Stillwater. force another punt from Stillwater. Proud of our defense for being ready. Stillwater lines up in multiple what we call A11 formations out of their punt stuff, and punts or fakes about 50% of them. So our defense did a good job lining up to hopefully take those away. Levi Dunsmore on a great kick out block right there, picking up positive yardage. Lots of guys, Cody Pascal, senior 3-year starter, doing good stuff up in the middle. And then just a spectacular run right here. Braylon making all the defensive backs miss. Stillwater plays a 3-safety look, and they always got another guy back there to tackle you. And so that takes us to our final score mark of 42-14.
It's time for our final stats of the game.
42-14, 26 first downs to Stillwater's 9, 606 yards of total offense for the Spartans on Friday night. 232 of those were through the air and 374 on the ground. And I know Coach Birch, our offensive line coach, loves to see that 374 number. That means his bigs were getting busy up front. Penalties, we still had 6 for 65 yards. Unfortunately, a few self-inflicted wounds, just like the 2 turnovers. So we got a lot of work to clean up in order to be playing championship football, and that's what we'll get to work on this week in practice. Christian Burke was 20 of 30 passing for 204 yards, 2 TDs. Connor Kirby was 2 for 2 for 28 yards rushing. Braylon Presley had 16 carries for 233 yards. Connor Kirby had 15 carries for 86 yards. Aiden Hill had 4 carries for 35 yards. So a lot of guys getting it done on the ground. Receiving, Preston Solomon, our leading receiver, for 101 yards. Luke Has for 44. Bo Bertelli, 2 receptions for 27. And Jake Snyder, 19 yards receiving. Tackles, Miles Hill leading the group from defensive end position, which you don't see very often in our defense. Just shows you what kind of athlete Miles is. Had 10 tackles, Kel Fugate 8, Jack Puckett 6, Connor Stacy 5, and then lots of guys with sacks. Miles Hill with 3, Caleb Rogers with 2, Connor Stacy with 2, Jack Puckett with 1, and Preston Solomon with 1. So good night for the Spartans. Good to get out with a win and good to play in front of our home crowd.
Absolutely. And final stats presented by American Waste Control. So the Spartans with a statement win. You know, you hear people talk about that in non-district. Now you're heading into where they all count, district play. Let's talk about Bartlesville. You have first up.
Yeah, it's going to be important for us to get off to a good start. We got to practice. We got to clean some things up this week in practice, and then we got to go on the road. And it's always tough to play up north in Bartlesville. It's just kind of a little bit different feel. They've got a beautiful stadium, beautiful facilities. So, ain't a good football team. Our guys are going to have to be ready to go.
All right, Spartans and the Bartlesville Bruins. That's the next game. We're going to have our player of the week when we come back.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
It's time for our Nowlin Orthodontics Player of the Week. Junior safety, strong safety, Cale Fugate joins us on the show here. And Cale, good to see you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, let's talk about your playing safety. Well, let's go back a year. You kind of burst on the scene. You were doing a lot of really good things, coming in, catching the football, and offensively, you kind of got in the flow. And talk about just having that success early, what that's meant to your career overall.
It's been good, just having that confidence, being able to get that experience in a varsity game, and it's just love to play for the Bixby Spartans. And
well, now you're primarily defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are playing offense.
Sure.
You're a starter and part of maybe the best defense in the state. Talk about playing safety at Bixby and the responsibilities, having to be physical.
Well, I just love coming down and making tackles and just playing in the box a lot of the time, just being physical, and I like tackling a lot more than I do being in coverage. Okay, you got 8 tackles this last game, taking on the Stillwater Pioneers, highly anticipated game. Talk about the defense just in general and what you've seen from it so far, because it looks like you guys are really clicking. Yeah, we're just all doing our job and being physical in practice, and their scout team has given us a great look every day in practice, and we're just all reading our keys and working together.
We're looking forward to, obviously great things this season. When you were injured last year and, in working your way back, how much work have you put into getting yourself in top condition and playing where you are right now?
A lot, just getting back in the weight room. All my lifts went down and just had to work back to get there. And it's really put into perspective, trying to not take anything for granted, and you never know when your last play is going to be. And just always trying to take every rep 100%.
Let's talk about youth football, because later on we'll have our youth team of the week, and you've been a kid that's grown up through the ranks in Bixby. And what does that mean to you to be, a Bixby kid, to be, come up the way of through the INFC?
Well, I just remember going to games on Friday nights and just seeing how awesome that was. Just running out the tunnel and playing for Bixby and just winning state championships, and I just really looked forward to getting to high school and doing that.
And here you are.
Yes, sir.
You're doing exactly that, man. That's awesome, and it's great to have you on the show. Look forward to watching you play some more at safety and receiver this year, and see what great things you guys can do.
Thank you.
Cale Fugate, junior safety and our Nowlin Orthodontics Player of the Week. Wish him best the rest of the way. Now, coming up, we'll talk about the kids in 6th grade. Talk about 6th grade White, our Baker Pools Youth Team of the Week.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. Marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Whether you run your business from an office or from home, the need for seamless communication and collaboration is critical. Get flexible internet and cloud voice solutions from BTC Broadband to stay connected wherever you are. Our team of local experts can help your business get the right tools to enhance productivity and transform how you do business. Get the personal, reliable service your business deserves. Switch to BTC Broadband today.
Welcome back. It's time for our Baker Pools Youth Team of the Week, and we're going to head to 6th grade White, and the defensive coordinator for 6th grade White, Brody Sarton, a familiar face to Spartan fans, joins us on the show. Brody, good to have you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, it's good to see you again, bud. Let's talk about defense, which I think is your favorite subject. We're going to talk about your team just in general. Let's get started. We're going to show some highlights, and just tell me a little bit about this team defensively and what you guys try to do.
Well, I started off with a three-man front, and being in youth football, not having all those D linemen makes it a little hard for those kids, but I went to a four-man front with two outside backers, and we seem to stop the run a little better. We got a lot of athletes on our team that are going to be really good in the future, and I think if we just keep reading our keys and doing our jobs, we'll be a great team. What's the most challenging thing for kids at that age? We were talking about a little bit, you get them to show up in the right place, be at the right spot, maybe get a little over their skis at times and not make the play. What's the most important thing for kids at that age to try and learn? I think when I was at that age, I thought too much instead of reacting. I think if the kids learn to react instead of think too much, it makes you a hell of a lot better player. Okay, and tackling-wise, when you show up in those spots, keeping your balance, I would imagine would be a key. And how do you work with the kids to do that? It's just keeping your feet shoulder width, keeping your chest up, keeping your face up, and drive through your hips, make tackle, wrap, squeeze, and roll. Okay, let's talk about the offense just a little bit. We'll flip on the other side, and your team obviously has had some success. Talk about the offense some. We have a lot of athletes on our offense, and I think all those kids love offense because that's when you get the score. But once you get up into your later days in your life, the defense gets a lot better. But I think offense, we got this kid named B.J. Jones transferred from Union, and we do a lot of read option with him, and our offense is pretty much based around him, either rolling out, passing, or read option. Or he does a great job. We have some good linemen. They block well. We got a running back named Prince Kane from Texas. He runs well, reads his blocks well, and I really enjoy coaching him. Yeah, well, I was going to ask you what you thought about now from a player standpoint. You hear from coaches all the time about what you need to do better, and now you get to do that yourself. How much do you enjoy doing that? It's awesome, man. I mean, when I first got the call, Shane Roller actually asked me because his wife's brother is Ronnie, and Ronnie's the head coach in 6th grade, and he asked me if I would coach a team, and I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to coach. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm glad I did it. It's awesome. Bixby youth football, such a long tradition, and you see it play out, when these kids get to high school. You got so many kids that have been around the area for a long time. Just overall, what is just Bixby football meant to you? Bixby football has been pretty much my whole life. I mean, that's the only thing I've eat, sleep, everything I've done is Bixby football, and I still love it to this day as much as I always have. Man, it's good to see you again. Good to see you. Thank you. All right, Bixby Spartan joins us here. Baker Pools, our youth team of the week, 6th grade. White, he's the defensive coordinator. That'll do it for the show. Spartans on the road at Bartlesville. We'll see you next week. The Bixby Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Baker Pools. All your pool needs are at bakerpoolsok.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. American Waste. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Nowlin Orthodontics. Powered by Smile Doctors. Oklahoma Promo. Products that inspire. Roush Coleman Homes. Improving quality of life one home at a time. And by Launch Car Wash.